chances are, if you feel lost, it's completely normal, because I don't know a single person who hasn't felt that feeling. It's just not really talked about. The biggest thing that when people feel lost is they completely stop listening to their intuition and more of other people. Now, I am a person that asks the question why, like a little kid, which I feel like adults probably should start doing, because little kids gather information by asking why. So I always like to ask myself, why am I doing something? And sometimes people don't even bother to ask that question because they know the answer, and typically the answer that will come to them is the answer of why they feel completely lost in their life, or why they are unhappy. So when people feel lost, it's because they have lost their, or not in touch with their intuition. And most of my decision making is based off of intuition. Some people think it's completely a lunatic response, but it has worked for me, because I believe that a lot of healing and self-love and self-trust comes from listening to your intuition. So everybody has an intuition, and it's kind of like an all-knowing gut feeling. It is, I talked a little bit about in my previous videos about anxiety or intuition, and everyone has it, and it's not necessarily a feminine thing. It's just very important, and I feel like people have really lost that because they start listening to other people and not what they really want, or not their own opinion, because they somehow along the lines feel like their opinion isn't correct, even though it's your life that you're living. So when people feel completely lost, it's kind of like wandering into a terrain that's from like an alien planet, and they have no idea what their decision they're going to make. It kind of feels like a wandering, like floating, like completely have no idea what to do. And that's actually a really good sign, because that means that the old life that you're living isn't serving you anymore, and that probably hasn't been serving you for a really long time. So if you're feeling like this, it's completely good, and it's completely normal, because this is a chance for a new start. And I feel like people continually do the same thing over and over again and never ask why they're doing it. They just do it because, oh, I have to work a 9-to-5 job, or I have to put food on the table, or, you know, I have to have children. They don't really ask if they really want those things, and then they wonder why they're not happy. So everyone is here for a certain life path or a certain purpose, and not everyone here is the same. And I see a lot of people doing the same thing, and they wonder why they're not happy. And I wish that I could just like shake them and be like, you can choose your own life. You don't have to listen to this person. You can stand up for yourself. You have an intuition. You have an internal guidance system, and I feel like people are completely lost. So things that has really helped me with intuition is I believe that plants have a very positive and very high vibration, or a very vibrant way about them. I feel like they pick up information that people don't, because they are a living being, a living plant. They can't speak, so they have these senses that a lot of people or animals don't have around them. So therefore, if you're ingesting them, you're going to get kind of that information. And I kind of had this belief before before it came like really popular, and everybody thought I was like really crazy. But even as a kid, I didn't like to eat meat. I really liked to eat plants or vegetables or fruit, because I just felt like they had a very loving vibe to them. I guess that's what the word I'm looking for is. They have a really loving vibe to them. They never do anything wrong to anyone else. They just kind of are there, and they're soaking in the experience. So that's kind of what intuition is you're soaking in the experience, or the energy that people are giving out to you. So another thing that I do to get really in touch with my intuition is I typically, intuition kind of feels like a flowy feeling, And so I really try to stay calm at all times, because if you're not calm, you're going to be thinking more with your head, and you're going to kind of lose that intuition. Now, intuition is really different. I'm not in other people's like body, but from my experience and from what I can tell from other people, it's kind of in your abdomen area. Some people feel it like in their womb area, but typically I kind of feel it like in my chest all the way down to my stomach, because I'm really in touch with it. If I don't feel like something isn't right, I don't do it. I don't question it, I just know. I can typically tell if somebody's being like really manipulative, and a lot of people know when somebody's not right or really manipulative, or they know they're going to be in a bad spot, but they have been trained not to listen to themselves, so they get themselves into situations. So it's super important to be like, you know what, even if this makes me look crazy, I'm going to listen in this feeling. And this is a practice that has taken me a little while, but it's kind of like a feeling like in a situation, I always have my own back, and it kind of allows you to really trust yourself, and I really find that really important with self-love. I don't hear this enough with the self-love community or the books or the YouTube videos, that they don't trust themselves, and I feel like that is a big part. So, I feel like this is a really good video if you guys are feeling completely lost or have no idea what your next move should be or what you should be doing, because this is a new start to your new life, or a new beginning, and I feel like it's really important, and it should be really exciting. So thank you so much, and thank you for joining me in this beautiful morning, and I hope you guys are enjoying these beautiful flowers. I feel like they're beautiful, and I'm really happy that they are here. I hope you guys have a gorgeous day, and thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.